Globally, tourism is of a major economic and social significance, with an estimated 270 million tourists spending $92 billion annually in places outside their countries.
Nigerians can have a focal point to unite around. We just need to find that point of focus. And I think we have found it in culture and in tourism. It's just to advance it and take it beyond the pleasure of the glitterazzi of this kind of play. But if we take this energy and transpose it infinitely into research, into science, into technology, and develop our own technology that meets our needs within our means, Nigeria would have found a way. And once Nigeria finds the path, Africa will follow.
There are strong indications that Calabar wants a sizable chunk of that spend.
So many investors have come because they've seen the opportunities that we have. The rice city, if we go there, is they're walking around the clock. And one thing God has blessed us with is security. Last year, we finished the carnival without one record of criminality.
The reality check is that economically, for instance, during the one-month-long festival, flights and hotels are booked out. Guest reservations for hotels are usually made out at the previous year for a spot guarantee. Added to that is the significant boost of jobs created especially in small and medium-scale enterprises. An audacious plan by next edition will see every community person in the state take a day off work on a date that will be determined by the state government to plant a tree.
Whoever is who in Cross River State now owns a tree that is like a little child that is nursing. So if you look at 4 million Cross Riverians, everybody planting tree every quarter, you can see what we're going to get. For the first time, the next Green Carnival will have a public holiday dedicated to planting of trees. So that on that day, every civil servant, every ministry, every MDA will come out, we count your numbers, you're giving your uniform, your face cap, and your trees. So let's go out and look at this one that will win. So that the world can see that we are not actually talking, we're actually planting the trees truly. You can see how we are all sweating in the sun, planting trees for the sake of the environment. So climate change is in practical action in Cross River State because we're actually doing something practical to reverse the trend.
The state is looking to plant 1.5 million new trees on that date. It is called the Green Carnival.
We started it for the first time last year, and this year the awareness is even greater than last year. The governor himself is so tireless, in projecting the need for us to plant trees.
Added to the list of opportunities for communities in the state to showcase their culinary potentials is the African Food Festival, which will showcase the best cuisines from several regions in Africa for knowledge transfer, skills acquisition, and funding for business startups among participants.
We, Crossivarians, we know they carry last. We have just started it, just begun. This is the maiden edition. And see the crowd, see the number of different countries, tribes represented here with different foods, varieties. The idea behind this is just to let the world know. You know, if we do not bring forward what we have, people will not know exactly. But we want to let the world know that we are very rich, not just only in culture, in fashion, and in every other thing that we have been putting forward. We are also very rich in food. We have so many different varieties of food, organic food, food fresh from the forest.
In fairness, I mean, with all sorts of modesty, we have a successful food festival in the sense that we've been able to put an array of African dishes. Because each country and each section of the society or the community, they have their own peculiar chemistry to prepare their food. So this allows us the opportunity to showcase the chemistry, the knowledge of all African countries, most of them West African countries, on how to prepare food. I think the good thing about this administration, both locally and nationally, is that despite the fact that we are crying about hard time, but it has allowed us to look inwards. Because Nigeria was looking at oil and all those things, but today, we are going to, beginning to appreciate the importance of our own products. We are going back to look at agriculture. But whatever we eat and produce is through agriculture.
By every means possible, the community-driven initiative called Calabar Carnival has continued to innovate. The bikers community also had their day, and participants were drawn from Akwa Ibom, Imo, Enugu, and Anambra states. The riders comprise of royal fathers, politicians, military personnel, and other members of the society. Over 250 shades of bikes were in display.
Quite innovative, and it's providing a forum for a lot of bikers nationwide, and I'm sure it's going to become regional. You're going to get folks coming in from Ghana, Senegal, and gets better and better,
We need to find a way to check the seating arrangements, the spectators, so that the stuntsmen can do their show and we don't get anybody injured, So we really need to rearrange the seating arrangement. Otherwise, it's wonderful. The fellowship is good.
Just like every factor that guarantees economic growth, communities in Cross River State on the platform of the annual Calabar Festival seem to be benefiting from a niche area called tourism. Not everyone may know that the event actually has a detailed agenda owing to the fact that it's a month-long event. Besides, each year it's also guided by a theme. For communities in the state, December of every year since inception is an economic booster covering several endeavors. So that from a single idea playing in the head of the former governor, Mr. Donald Duke, the vision to elevate governance to a people-oriented strategy has produced in tangible terms economic growth, international cultural exchange, and community development. That idea has successfully outlived his tenure in government and has sustained by two of his successors. By the way, next year's effort will be geared at mitigating the increasing level of African illegal migrants to Europe using several unimaginable routes. Ideas truly rule the world. Thanks for being a part of our program this week. Please feel free to write us using the handles shown on your screen. Bye for now.